Hi, this is Ben Blankenship, owner of ACUO Business Coaching and Advising, and welcome to another episode of Ounce of Wisdom. I am joined today by my co-host, Kelly Fry. Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Ben. I am excited to learn today. We are going to be joined by Lance Trenary, who has spent nearly 4 decades in various restaurant roles, the last decade as CEO of Golden Corral, and his entire bio, as always, will be in the comments below.
Excellent. Well, I have nothing but amazing things to say about Lance. He is one of the most authentic people I've ever come across in my life. He's a fantastic leader, and he saw his organization through the pandemic. Mind you, it is a buffet concept in the restaurant industry that was really heavily hit, and he managed to keep his executive leadership team intact and connected and focused throughout that entire situation. He's just a remarkable leader and a great person.
That's incredibly impressive. I knew he had a ton of big industry awards, but really have never gotten to hear that kind of detail from him. I'm excited.
Same here. Let's dig in.
Let's do it.
Lance, welcome to Ounce of Wisdom. We are so excited to have you here today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and dig in. And this first question, I wanted to give a little backdrop for our viewers and listeners. So let me set the stage. You did an exemplary job of holding on to your leadership team during the pandemic, which, turned the world upside down. And I just want to remind the viewers and the listeners that the restaurant industry in particular got hit very hard. Adding insult to injury, the buffet component of the restaurant industry was hit even harder.
Yeah.
And I want to share some information. This was a letter to Congress from the National Restaurant Association on December 7th, 2020. The headline reads, "Restaurant industry in free fall, 10,000 close in 3 months." And there's a quick excerpt I'm going to read. What these findings make clear is that more than 500,000 restaurants of every business type, franchise, chain, and independent, are in economic freefall. And this was said by Sean Kennedy, the Executive Vice President of Public Affairs. He further states, and for every month that passes without a solution from Congress, thousands more restaurants will close their doors for good. So that's what you were dealing with, leading your organization through that time. So the question is, through those lessons learned and all of your time before then and after, how do you hold on to your top talent when things get hard?
Well, it is a great question, Ben, and I appreciate it because there's nothing more important and certainly in our business, and I would venture to say that in any business, nothing's more important than building a great leadership team and having an organization that thrives with people first as a component. And so for us in particular, the way I like to think about it is if you're waiting until a crisis, if you're waiting until times are hard to try to figure out how to hold on to your people, it's too late. You can't do it at that point, because the way that you really build a cohesive team, a team that's loyal, that has deep loyalty and really wants to help each other succeed, is through the relationships and the trust and this foundational relationship that it's built over time. It's not something that, things are tough, we better really make sure people know how much we appreciate them, or times are tough, we better make sure that we're thinking about what we can do for somebody just to keep them. That turns it into a very transactional type relationship, and that's not what builds great teams. Great talent wants to be appreciated. They want to be a part of the decision making. They want to feel like they're heard. They want to feel like that they're making a difference. And I think during COVID was a prime example of the way that our team came together, because all those things, all those attributes were already in place. And so they just sprung to life. And I could not be more proud of the men and women in Golden Corral on the way that they came together. They were willing to sacrifice. They were willing to do whatever they could do, not only to help our brand survive, but also to help each other survive. And when you have a team like that, that's so cohesive, that cares about one another, and it's authentic, it can't be something that, like I said, it's a flavor of the month. This month, we're going to care about employees. If it's not something that you live and breathe every single day, then you don't stand a chance of ever really building the type of team that can carry you through any circumstance. And our team has proven that hands down. I'm just so appreciative of the kind of people that we have.
Well, I feel like there needs to be a mic drop right now. Lance, that is, I have had the privilege of visiting with you and your leadership team, and the level of loyalty that is unquestionably shared throughout everyone is the result, I think, of all of that, all of the planting of the seeds and the nurturing that you've done with your team. It's really,
it's an honor to work with this caliber of people. There's no doubt. And so, I'm appreciative, but it is all of us. It's not something that can happen by accident. It has to be something that you are constantly thinking about and very intentional in the way that you build your team out. And it starts with the recruiting and the hiring. If you don't bring the right people in from day one, you never stand a chance of being able to build that level of talent and loyalty and appreciation between one another. Those are the things that are just, fundamental to building a great team.
Yeah, Lance, you share there, it's fundamental, and it's still amazes me at how many organizations don't get that right. Yeah. They put the transaction before the relationship, right?
I think we all get caught in moments where we need to have someone in position. And I just, we have to fight that urge all the time that, no, let's wait until we find someone that's going to make this the last stop in their career, because that's the way we think about it. We want people to join us and then never leave. And, consequently, the last 4 years, we haven't lost a single person from our entire team, because they too, even in IT, which is traditionally are in the market today, IT folks tend to move around more frequently than anyone. Marketing would be a close second. And I think that it's a testament to our team that when you just have the best environment and you treat people the best, why would they ever leave? Why would they? Because they're not going to improve their situation. So if you find that right person, hire them and then do everything you can to build that authentic, great relationship.
Lance, thank you so much for several nuggets of wisdom, and I am certain that our viewers and our listeners are really going to appreciate what you've shared with us today. I look forward to our paths crossing again very soon, and thank you so much for sharing time with us today.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Calvin. Take care.
Thank you for joining us today for Ounce of Wisdom. We are so grateful to our experts and hope that this episode has been helpful to you. We'll be covering a variety of topics through our channel, so please take a minute to look around, like, share, and subscribe. Is there a topic you would like us to cover? Please comment below or reach out. Do you need help identifying pain points in your business? Check out our resources at www.acuo-bc.com. The link will also be provided below. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again on another episode of Ounce of Wisdom.